A suspect was recorded on video when he entered a convenience store. The male walked up to the employee at the register while pointing a handgun at her and demanded the money. The suspect then walked around the counter, checked the employee's bag and removed the money from the cash drawers. The suspect searched all the registers and took the cash that was there. He also took lottery tickets and other merchandise located behind the counter. As he was leaving, a customer arrives without noticing anything. The suspect then fled the location, and on the street he dropped some of the tickets that he quickly picked up. A woman was caught on video entering a liquor store in Houston, Texas. She walked slowly for several minutes in the store. Suddenly she began to grab some bottles of tequila. She quickly rushed towards the exit while the employee tried to stop her. Outside, her accomplice was waiting for her. Another employee tried to stop her too. Her accomplice got out of the car. A customer stared as the woman was helped into the getaway car. The employee picked up a bottle from the ground while the woman closed the car door and quickly left the place at high speed. Both were captured in later days. Two suspects who were recorded by security cameras inside a gas station are wanted by the police. According to the police report, the suspects enter the store first to make sure the employee is alone in the store. Then they leave the place and go to their car to plan the next step. Moments later, the suspects get out of the car and calmly head back toward the store. The suspect distracts the employee while his accomplice holds the door. According to the police report, the employee attended to the suspect who, when opening the cash register, rushed over the counter and grabbed all the bills he could from inside and ran out of the store with his accomplice towards his car. They are wanted by the police.
Security cameras captured the moment in which some thieves throw a stone to break the window of a store. They broke the padlocks in what seemed like a well-thought-out plan. With the help of the truck, they broke the security gate and entered the place. The criminals quickly wiped out the landscaping equipment and power tools store. Within minutes, everything was taken to the same truck used to enter the store by the criminals, each carrying several objects at multiple times. The robbery that lasted a few minutes was estimated at more than $15,000 according to the authorities. They left the store as quickly as they arrived.
Suspects involved in a series of smoke shop robberies are on video. The suspects enter the stores as customers and one of them quickly pulls a gun on the employees. All the money in the register is collected by the man with the gun while the others pack their bags with merchandise from the store. The suspects are being investigated for thefts from gas stations, supermarkets, and cigarette shops. Fingerprints collected from previous robberies have given a positive match for the identification of the suspects who will have to face various judicial processes. The investigation is ongoing. Two suspects walked into a gas station and identified themselves as detectives with the Gaming Commission. They informed the clerk that they had a seizure to confiscate the gaming machines due to illegal gambling. The clerk told both suspects had badges and were both carrying holstered handguns. Both of the males then placed the gaming machines onto dollies and began to remove them from the place while the employee had a seizure order in her hand. The gaming machines are each valued at $2,500 and the clerk was unaware of the amount of money that was in each machine when they were taken. They loaded them into a white Chevrolet truck. Impersonating a public servant is a third-degree felony and punishable up to 10 years in prison. They were later captured by police. Four suspects entered a store in Houston, Texas. Upon entering the store, all four males pulled out guns and pointed them at the store clerk while demanding the money from the cash register. While two of the males removed the money from the register, the other two took several boxes of cigarettes. Once the suspects had the cigarettes and cash, they all fled the location in an unknown direction. The video recorded the moment in which more than 10 people arrived at a weapons store. They smashed the front door and hooked a chain to a truck that sped up and broke open the main door. Inside the store, the criminals quickly began to break the display cases to seize weapons of various calibers. All the suspects, who seemed to be well organized, had different tasks, from breaking display cases, collecting ammunition, gathered rifles, and small arms like pistols. Some other were carrying the guns to the truck. Several government agencies were involved in this investigation that lasted more than 6 months. Some of them were captured and most of the stolen weapons were recovered.
Police have released images of a suspect wanted in connection with the gas station robbery. The suspect is seen on video entering the store, then he acted like a customer, while holding a gun in his right hand, and stood in line at the counter. Then the suspect approached the counter, displayed a handgun, and demanded the money from the register. The suspect waved his gun several times at the other employees that were around, asking for all the money in the cash registers. The employee complied with the suspect's demands by giving the suspect the money from the cash drawer. The suspect grabbed all the money, then quickly fled the location on foot. Three males walked into a pawn shop. One of the suspects stood at the door as a lookout while the other two suspects walked directly over to the display cases. The suspect carrying a sledgehammer began to break the glass. At some point, a customer from the place is seen leaving calmly while the lookout tells her to hurry up. The suspects appeared to be wearing heavy-duty gloves in order not to get cut while removing the glass from the cases. Both suspects placed the jewelry and many other valuables in the bags. Then fled the store in a black Mercury Marquis.